Hi, in this video, we're going to walk through how you import and initially make use of the Power Platform Creator Kit. So one of the first things you're going to want to do is if we're already in the Power Apps portal, we can click on the gear icon in the top right-hand corner and select Admin Center. Alternatively, you can go to aka.ms/PPAC. We're then going to want to click on Environment on the left-hand side, and the critical choice here is basically which environment do we want to import the solution into. So in this instance, we're going to do it in the default environment. So I'm going to select the default environment. Once loaded, I'm going to click on Settings across the top. I'm then going to expand Product in the top left, select Features, and I'm going to ensure that the Power Apps component framework for Canvas apps is enabled. And then we'll click Save. Critical that we click Save. With all that out of the way, we're now going to come back into Power Apps. So just get here by going to powerapps.microsoft.com. In the top right, ensure that you're in the context of the correct Power Platform environment, which we are. And then we're going to click on Solutions on the left-hand side. Once here, we're going to click on Import Solution, and then we're going to click Browse. So you can easily search for what we're going to import here via Google or Bing. Just search for Creator Kit and you'll find the download. So you won't see this, but I'm now going via File Explorer and I'm locating the Creator Kit core managed.zip file. Give that a double click, then click Next. Whilst this takes its time, I'm going to go with all of the default settings, click Import. I'm just going to pause up the video just to save you having to watch a loading spinner. We can now see that the solution Creator Kit has been imported successfully and it's now available within our list of solutions. So let's click on the Creator Kit solution and let's take a look at exactly what we've got. So here, if we click on Custom Controls, we can see that these are the reason why we had to enable that component framework setting. So when we come to utilize in the app, these will be under the custom code category. We have a component library that contains several components we can make use of. Pages, there's a custom page template. In all honesty, I've not made use of that or know exactly what that's for. And then we have 3 apps. So we've got the Canvas template app, which, as the name suggests, can become a starting point. We've got the Creator Kit reference app, which is invaluable, especially when learning how to configure and which are the best controls to use in which situation. And then you've got the Fluent Theme Designer, which will become more apparent. But in a nutshell, it allows you to create a theme, essentially, that kind of goes with best practice, so colors that work and accents and all that good stuff. You can then get it into a text format and you can use that to specify in the control properties that are available as part of the Creator Kit to give your app a consistent theme. So let's say we've got our Creator Kit. That's great. Let's just back it up a level. If we click on Apps in the left, we can see we've got our component library. And if we click on Apps, we've got the 3 apps. But what I'm going to do now is, let's say, for example, I'm going to create an app based on this template. So there's a few ways you could do this, but let's go into edit. Wait a few moments for this to load. Here, again, this relates to that setting that we enabled within the environment. Because we're happy, we're going to click Open App. Now that the app's loaded, I'm just going to click on Skip here. And you can see it gives you a control screen, which you can essentially copy and paste from. And it starts you off with a template screen, which obviously you would want to rename in your copy of this, but not the template directly, unless you're confident and you want to edit the template to ensure that others creating an app using this method are also going to get those changes. You've got a container header, another container, and a subheader container. So it's a good starting point. So let's take the cut. So in this instance, I'm going to create a cut by doing save as, and call this new app from template. Obviously, you wouldn't call it that, but I'm just doing that so I know exactly the reason I created this app. And then we can go back, file. We are in the new app from template, but for my own peace of mind, I would probably close out of here. Just give this a refresh. And we can now see our new instance named new app from template. So let's go in, edit this one. Again, we're going to expect to get the prompt for any components, custom components that are within the app. And you can absolutely make use of these components from a blank canvas, but one of the kind of head starts you get from using the template, as well as that initial banner and the controls within the app to easily copy and paste, is it already has the components that are part of the Creator Kit available to use. So what I mean by that is, if I said, okay, I want to insert, you'll see that you've got all of the custom code components available to insert, and under library components, you've got those. If you were ever wanting to get updates for anything, you can do check for updates. So that's not going to do much unless we imported, say, a new solution version. But what you would do in a blank canvas app is you would click on get more components, and then you would have the component library components here, and then the code ones here, and it's all of the ones with the owner PowerCat as per the publisher of the solution. If you don't see the code, it's because that setting hasn't been enabled within the environment that we did at the start of this video. And that is a two-step process. So when you add here, you're adding it to a list of controls that you can then insert, and it's only once you've done that and then you ultimately insert it from here that it will actually be placed into the app. In terms of, let's just have a look at the theme. I don't know if the template app sets it initially, but if we look at the on starts, yes. So here you can see where you've got the theme specified, and and all that is there. Some of the controls take it as just app theme. Some of them take it in the JSON format of app theme JSON. You would use that designer app to essentially get the color scheme that you want, copy this, paste this in, and then when you insert certain controls, they will have a theme property, which is where you would reference that. So that's your way of centrally controlling it, because if you then ever wanted to change the theme of this, you would just have to change it in the one on Startbase. Of course, if you were to do this in flight in an edit session for those changes to be reflected, you'd have to click on the three dots, the ellipses, and do the run on start for it to take effect. Okay, we'll leave it there. Thanks for watching.